Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to Seeking Out Sunshine and another weekly Strokes of Sunshine video where we take a look at what I've been working on at my art desk, talk a little bit more about the process that I have been using, and then have a time to play and create either in a new book or a book that I'm currently working on, and just have some time to chit chat and catch up. So let's get into it. Let's see what I've been working on this week. The first one is from Millie Murata's Tropical World, and if you have been seeing my previous videos, you would have seen this jellyfish page from the beginning, but I'm getting so close to having it be complete, and I am loving how it's turning out. I have added a lot of glitter gel pens and some Prisma colored pencils and a few gel pens, metallic gel pens as well. But I'm really enjoying this. I think that it's been a lot of fun to go with that granulated background that we started in my Gansy Tabby background video. And then I did add a little bit of the distressed inks too. But I have a few more things I want to do on here, so I can't say it's a finished page yet, but it is getting there. So that is the progress on my jellyfish page. The next one I worked on this week for a little bit was in Small Victories. If you remember last week, I said, oh guys, I'm going to use my Star Gold Joy pencils in this book and nothing else. Well, that didn't last long because here I am. Here's my picture, and there's more than just Star Gold Joy on the paper. But hey, that's okay. This is what this is all about. It is about pivoting when you want to pivot and changing direction when it feels right. And so I went ahead and added things that felt, that just made my heart happy in that moment and felt good. Of course, there's some glitter gel pen, different art and grabby gel pens on there. And then I did use eyeshadow for the background of this butterfly. I really went back and forth on what to do. And now I just have to figure out a background. I'm kind of thinking gel crayon is what I'm leaning toward right now, but stay tuned for how we complete this whip. I do feel like I stayed pretty good and consistent with the color palette I had chosen. Maybe swayed out a little bit from it, but again, it's my page, so it's my prerogative, so to speak. But definitely did not last long just using pencils. I don't think that I can be a one medium colorist. That just isn't me. I want to use lots of different mediums. That is what I enjoy the most. So next page I have been working on is in my Rita Berman Hidden Earth, and it is the pineapple page. And this page I just really have been experimenting with. I really thought I was going to do this whole page with Neocolor 2s. That's what I started the pineapple with, and I enjoyed that process. But then I got stuck on this background, and it just kind of sat on my desk. And so finally I got it out, and I said, well, let's just try some different things and play. So I got out my Crayola Super tips and did some shadowing of the pineapple and then the corners in a watercolor method. So I put the super tip on my Caran d'Ache palette and then picked it up and just kind of did the corners and around the pineapple. And then I blended it in with some gel crayons. So this lighter color, so it kind of that light disperses out a little bit through the gel crayon and then connects with the blue. I did have to be careful though, because as you know, yellow and blue make green. So I didn't want that effect on the paper at all. So there's a little bit down here, but I tried my best to kind of not merge those two colors together because I didn't want that green in the background. I wanted it more with all the leaves. And so then I've just given a first layer to some of the leaves and elements on the page with the color Crayola Super Tip watercolor method as well. So again, still a work in progress, but I think it's fun sometimes to see the stages because a page never ends up like it starts, in my opinion. So it is just kind of fun to see the progress of people's pages and what they add and what they do to them. So that is where we are currently with the pineapple page. Next, I worked in A Million Cute Animals, but I'm actually not going to show you this page yet because this is my first buddy color page and I just kind of want to finish it before I show it, but I'm having a lot of fun. I'm doing this buddy color with Jennifer over at Tollgate Colors, and it's been such a wonderful experience, and I'm so thankful for her. And I can't wait to finish this up to share it with her, and then she can share hers with me. Yeah, so I did work in this week. It's in progress, and stay tuned. Next, I did a little bit more on the title page. Again, this has just kind of been an experimental page for me where I've tried out some different techniques with the Crayola Super tips. I did more of a stippling motion. I don't know how I feel about it. The jury's still out. I'm still kind of deciding. I think I'm probably going to go in with some other mediums on top just to kind of pull it more into a cohesive feeling for me, but I'm enjoying the process. I did some more pencil work around the circle with the elements that are present there, and then pulled in some different gel pens as well. So I kind of pulled in these orange colors and just felt like it needed to be dispersed around the circle evenly, so to speak, so it wasn't just like an orange pumpkin. And now I just need to determine what other colors I'm going to try to do that with. I didn't pick a color palette for this page. I kind of have just been shooting in the dark and pulling colors that feel right in the moment. So we'll see how it ends up. Again, it's a title page. It was kind of for me just to test mediums out and just get used to her illustration style. I've done a few pages in this book, excuse me, but not a ton. That's another whip I've got on my radar. Finished this page a while back. So yeah, just kind of want to keep playing. I'm still getting used to her tiny illustration style for me. So that is where we are with Magical Worlds. And then I started a page in Mythographic Wild Summer by Joseph Kattenbang, and I would say this is at the beginning stage too. This is stage 1 of this, where I've just done a layer of alcohol marker. So lots more to come on this page, but this is stage 1. I have filmed this, and I'm debating whether to do like a color along through that process. We'll see if I end up doing the whole thing that way. If that's something that you'd like to see, maybe let me know in the comments so I know if I should continue videotaping the process. But I think the next layer will either be another layer of alcohol marker to create some depth, or just starting with the pencil layer and kind of going from there. But that is my progress on that page. And then finally, the page from last week that we did together, I finished up. And this was the Seaflower page. So if you missed that video, I did the background together with all of you. I had some technical difficulties with my video, so I ended up having to do a voiceover, which felt very awkward since I talk with my hands all the time. So what I was saying on my voiceover definitely did not match my hand movements, and I apologize for that. But there were so many of you that watched that video, and I'm so grateful for you. And just thanks for hanging in there with me. I'm hoping that what I'm recording right now, we don't have any problems, and this one will go a little bit smoother. But once I got done, I did use my guana acrylic markers to complete all of the flowers. And then I've gone on top with some pencil and some glitter gel pen. And then your girl, she loves her rhinestones. So I got my rhinestones out and picked a variety of colors. A lot of them I used complementary colors, and then some of them I just used what I felt like fit the best for that color and that flower and what kind of was showing up on the page the best. But let me kind of move it a little bit so you can see all that fun sparkle and shine. And I just love it. It's just fun. It was something that really showed me how important it is just to experiment and not have like an outcome, like an expected outcome for your page. I think sometimes I will start a page and I already have in my head the end of what I want. And so then I feel disappointed when it doesn't go that direction. And it was just really fun to start a page and have a little bit of an idea of what I was going to try and do, but I didn't have this huge expectation for what the end result was going to be. And so that's kind of what I want to do again today, because I feel like this page looks lonely over here. And this page isn't one that I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to see this finished product. am excited to actually try something out on this page. So you can see that there is a little bit of splatter from when I was doing the techniques on this side. And so I needed to do something that would kind of cover that, or that wouldn't matter. So I think we're going to play with neons today. I didn't necessarily use neon colors on this side, but I think that it will go fine. And it will be, and if it doesn't, it's okay. It's all about just having fun and playing, and that's what we're going to do. So I took a little bit of time and went through some of my supplies that I have and worked on locating some neon supplies. So I have the Arteco Neon Oil Pastels. I have some Crayola Neon Crayons. I picked some colors that I thought would fit in that neon family. And then I do have some Prisma. I have like 3 Prisma colors. These are just the neon colors that come in the Prisma, the 150 set. So neon pink, orange, and yellow. And then those are the Crayolas that I pulled. And it's crazy, guys, because these caps don't match any of the colors here, but this is this color. So if you have the Crayola Super Tips, it's really important to come up with some type of numbering system. I swatched them all and then numbered them all on my own. So like this 75 will only make sense to me because that's what matches my Crayola Super Tip swatch chart. But it is so helpful when you are trying to work on your pages because the marker caps make no sense. They need somebody to help Crayola out because they do not match the colors at all. But I also have this A&Art gel pen set, and there's quite a few of the neon colors in here. So let me show you the swatch chart. So all of these neons would work as well. So I have quite a few things that I can use for neons, but what I was thinking we would do is some type of fun Crayola Super Tip background, and then I want to use some oil pastels on this shell. I don't know if we'll do some coloring with the gel crayons or the pencils. We'll just kind of see. And then all of these little swirly bits here, rhinestones. So we're just going to play. We're just going to have fun. Again, I have no expectations. Like, yes, I have a plan and I have an idea of what I want to do on this page. But if it flops, it's going to be okay. And I think that is something I'm learning, is that I just need to enjoy the process of creating and playing and getting back to that little girl who just was fearless, and not putting so many boundaries and expectations up for me, because when I don't meet them or excel past them, I get down on myself, and that's not what this journey is about. That's not what I want to be doing in life right now. And so we are just going to play and have fun and bring some joy into my life today. And I hope that by watching me play and have fun, you will be inspired to play and have fun and have a little joy in your life as well. Okay, so let's start with the Crayola tip background. And I think what I want to do is try what I saw on Elm Colors, where she had a seahorse page that she did this on, and she would just color like a little spot on the page, and then she used her water brush to like move the pigment around, and it just turned out so cool. So I know she said that some people mentioned that they tried it and it didn't work the same. So again, this is not a Camilla d'Erico book. That's what she was using. The paper's different. It could be a hot mess, but it's okay. We're just going to try it out. We try things out on pages we don't love, so then we're not disappointed. Okay, so I need my swatch chart. Hold on. I'm going to put this up here so I can maybe see it. Let's try some blue, because obviously this would be the ocean. Okay. And I don't actually remember how she colored it on. I don't know if she left like white. I can't remember. But we're going to try this and we'll pivot and change as we go. So I'm just going to try to not completely saturate the paper. I don't want it to start like peeling and... Okay, that's fun. Let's see if there's any bleed through. Nope. The whale is secure. All right. Maybe I'll just do like a few different areas with this color. I kind of feel like the scribble method works, and I don't know about you, but that's fun to scribble. It's fun to feel like you're all crazy and outside the lines. I have not done a ton of pages in Rita Berman's books. So those of you that have done a lot, you're probably like, ooh, I don't know if this is going to work. And see, this little, it is peeling up a little bit, but I feel like for what we're going to do, it's going to be fine. It's going to add character. All right, so maybe I do a little bit of a smaller area. I don't think that I want to use more water. I think the amount of water I'm using is pretty good. I do feel like when Erica was doing it, it just like, the pigment just like melted out. But I also think she's a magician. Like, I just think she's magical. And she can try anything, and it just blows my mind. She's so talented. Okay, so I didn't scribble this one as much. Let's see if this works better. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Let's do some up here. I think I don't want to do like the whole scribbling back and forth because you tend to see those scribbles. So maybe the circular motions are a little bit better. And I wonder if it has anything to do, like I waited a couple extra seconds because I was navigating, switching the pens there, and I feel like even just those split seconds maybe allowed the pigment to dry a little bit. So maybe less, a little bit less, and work faster. I think it'll be interesting to see too if other colors, how they respond. Okay, so there's some blue. I think I might do the other blue, which this is a little bit of a darker blue. Sometimes when I've used these Crayola Super tips, depending on what I'm doing, like when I did the dopamine coloring, that was like my very first weekly whip video. The darker pigments, oh, see, like this one is like going to town. Like this watercolor is on, like, ready for a ride. It just went way out. I just colored it right there, guys, and look how far that was able to go out. So yeah, I just think sometimes it depends on the color you use and the pigment and all the things. It definitely depends on what kind of paper you use. Okay. I think that's going to be enough blue for now. Let's do some hot pink. I'm just going to go around the edge like that this time. Yeah, you can see it peeling a little bit more there. Let's see. Yeah, it's ghosting a little bit, but not to anything that we couldn't cover up. But again, I'm not too worried about that because I just want to have fun. I want to have fun and I want to try something that I haven't tried before. So this is me stepping outside my comfort zone. encouraging you to step outside your comfort zones because that's what we do here. We encourage each other in all the best ways. Well, okay, while I'm doing this, we'll keep talking, but while I'm doing this, let's see life updates. Well, let's talk about a milestone for my YouTube channel. I hit 200 subscribers this past weekend, you guys, and I cannot believe it. Like, I am just, like I said this last week when it was 171. I was just like floored that so many people are choosing to tune in and be here and support this journey and hopefully be inspired by all of my own like craziness and the beginning of my growth, I guess. I can't think of the word that I'm trying to say, but that just you would want to be here at the beginning of somebody's rawness, right? Somebody's failures, somebody's like lack of, like, I'm not a pro or anything like that. And the fact that y'all want to be here and watch this journey and, you know, participate in what I'm doing is just unreal to me. I'm so thankful, and it just gives me courage every week that I have this awesome sunshine community to be here. So if you haven't seen my post yet, I did post like a thank you, but also with some questions because I would love to hear your feedback. It has officially been 3 months since I started YouTube. I posted my first YouTube video 3 months ago today, which is crazy because I remember how long it took me to hit that upload video or the upload button. I didn't want to do it. I was so scared, and all the what ifs were like going through my head, and yeah, it was bad. And then the funny thing is, you guys, it sat like at 2 views forever. And I was like, why was I so worried? Nobody's going to watch me anyway. But here you are. You guys are watching and you're supporting me and you're loving me and you're giving me encouragement and you're growing my confidence to believe that I can do something crazy and wild and fun, and I can like play again, and I can try to meet myself where I am currently and have all of the eagerness and the excitement to grow, not only in this space, but as a woman in my 40s who is trying to navigate life and all that it throws at you at this stage. So yeah, you accept my rambling and my all the things. And I just am so grateful for you. So yes, but I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to know what things you love about this channel, what things you enjoy about our community, what things you'd like to see. You know, I am committed to making this space one that feels inviting and safe, and that hopefully you and others enjoy being in. And that feel like it's your space to participate too. Like, I might be the one putting up the videos, but I always want you guys to feel like you can share your highs and share your lows and your successes and your wins. And when life gets you down, like, I just hope that we can be a community that can show up for each other and that you truly feel like you can let your light shine here. So that only happens if I hear feedback from you all. That only happens if I know what your heart loves and what your heart needs. It's kind of like any relationship, right? That piece of communication is so vital to that process. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys would hop over to that post and just let me know. And always, like, if you have an idea or like, hey, I saw this on the page or whatnot. I mean, one of the reasons I wanted to maybe do the rhinestones here is somebody commented on how do you get so many rhinestones so close on my sunflower page from last month. And so that's not something I would have thought about. To be honest, for me, rhinestoning just seems so much second nature because I was a dance coach for 18 years and with my sister, and we rhinestone costumes nonstop. And so rhinestoning is just like another, second nature. Like I said, it's just something that I just always did. And so I don't think about it much when I'm doing it. But to somebody who's never done that, that's such a great question. So I definitely want to be able to do something to help with that. So hopefully if we don't get to it in this video, then we will do it soon because I definitely want to help show those. Oh, my Gizzy girl, you can hear her. She hears her dad downstairs and she wants to go see him. Okay, hold on. So Gizzy is our Maltipoo puppy, and she is usually my shadow. She is a mama's girl through and through. And she will just lay up here when I am coloring and creating, and usually just wants to hang with me. But every once in a while she'll hear her dad downstairs, and then she has to go make sure she can give him all the licks and love right then. So he just came up from the basement and she heard him. Had to race down there. All right, so I think this is turning out really fun. It kind of reminds me of like a tie-dyed. I do wish the paper was handling the water a little bit better. And again, I am just experimenting, so I haven't done a lot of water mediums in Rita Berman's books. If you are, you might be sitting there going, Rita Berman's books don't handle water. And here I am just loading water on it. But I think it's turning out fun. I'm enjoying the process. I feel like I'm like a kid just throwing paint, on paper. Do you guys remember being that way though? Like I remember going to art class or even like being really little in preschool or kindergarten, and they would get the finger paints out. And it was just like, how much paint can I put on this page? Because this is amazing. And again, somewhere along the way, you begin to doubt yourself and your abilities. And now I'm in my 40s trying to wake them all back up and be brave. Just to go for it, right? Even if it doesn't work out. Like that's the biggest thing. Like I always tell my kids, like, even if you don't win or even if you don't get the part or even like you have to have fun. And I tell, well, both of them, but my soccer player a lot, like you better love practicing soccer way more than you love the game, because you will get to play the game like such a small percentage of the time compared to how many games you get to compete with and do. Okay, I'm trying to decide whether I want to add orange to this page. I'm kind of liking it without the orange right now. Let's add some purple and then we'll see. I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's hard to find an orange neon. Like it either is like a great neon orange or it's not at all. And I don't know that this Crayola orange that I selected is really neon-y. Okay, that purple did not want to move at all. Let's try it down here and see if it goes on any better. Not really. And it's really pulling the paper up. So it's so interesting. I don't understand how some of them work beautifully and then some of them are like a crazy mess. And they like peel everywhere. But again, it's fine. Everything is fine. Okay, so other things, let's see. This week was a busy one. We celebrated my mama's 76th birthday, And that was so fun. We took her shopping and we took her to her favorite little bakery to get some goodies in the morning. And she just had so much fun. We came home with some fun things. We even ran to Sam's at one point to get a few things. And they were doing this, like, all of a sudden they came over the announcement, like the loudspeaker, and said that anybody interested in free, like, kitchen utensils, meet back between the bakery and the meat department or whatever. Well, I have not seen my mama move as fast as she moved in a really long time. Like, she was ready. She was going. And so we raced back there, and she, just a second, sorry, okay, I was trying to find the next color. And this lady was doing this presentation on a mandolin. And if you watch the presentation, my sister was so funny. She was like, oh my gosh, we're getting sold a timeshare, which was hilarious. But if you watch the presentation, then you got these free utensils. So we're watching this presentation on this mandala, and my mom is the most entertained I have seen her, like I said, in a very long time. Like, this moment in her life brought her so much joy. She was interacting with the lady. She was high-fiving her. She was so excited watching the demonstration of what this mandala could cut. My sweet mama doesn't cook anymore. She was an amazing cook when she did, but she doesn't cook anymore. But she was, like, all about what was happening. And then at the end, the lady was like, okay, who wants one? And my mom was the first one to put her hand up. I looked at my dad and I said, well, it looks like you guys are taking a mandolin home today. And he's like, yep, sure does. But I mean, in all fairness, it was really cool. It was amazing what it could cut and what it could do. Like, I told my dad, I think I'm going to come meal prep at your house and use your mandolin, because I'm not sure you guys will be using it. But she just carried that box through the rest of Sam's Club with just, like, so much joy in her little birthday heart, and it made me so happy. And it's, when we were walking away, the lady looked at my son, my 15-year-old, and she was just like, you can tell there's so much love in your family and how you care for one another. And he just, like, nodded his head and he was like, yeah. And she was like, there's a lot of people who need that in their lives. And it made me reflect on, even though this experience with my mom having Alzheimer's is so incredibly heartbreaking and difficult, and I get angry and mad that we have to go through it with her and that she has to go through it mostly. I'm so grateful for the people I get to do it with. I'm so grateful for watching my kids show up as these young people who care for other people now, because they have had to experience what it's like to see somebody that they love struggle. And so they have so much more empathy now and so much more understanding of putting oneself in another's shoes. Now, they don't always do it for each other as brothers. We're working on that. But man, they are just aware. They are aware of other people in a way that I was not at their young age. And again, while it breaks my heart that that's their reality, they're going to do some really cool things because of that experience. And what I mean by that is they're going to be able to touch people's lives because of their understanding and the way that they need to show up when people are going through tough times and heartbreak and moments of just sadness and struggle. And that's not always the case with every person you meet along the way. So I am really proud of them. I know I talk about them a lot, and I will say, like, my kids are far from perfect. They all have their things that they need to work on, but man, I'm really proud to be their mom and witness them growing into really awesome humans, and hope that they continue. They teach me every day. I I don't think I've had better teachers in my life. For sure. But yeah, so Mama's birthday was busy. We did that. And then on Saturday, we went and saw a movie. We saw Breadwinner with oh gosh, what's his name? The comedian. Oh shoot, it's going to escape me. He's like a Netflix comedian, and my mom has always gotten tickled when she watches him. And the movie was no different. There was a part where she just got so tickled and she did not stop laughing for like 5 minutes. And you could hear her all throughout the movie theater, and it was the best ever because she just kept laughing, and it was awesome. I just loved it. So we did that, and then we got some dinner, and then we kind of cut it short because there was like some crazy storms coming in, and we didn't want anybody to like get stuck out in the storms. So we did go home that night, but that was what we did this weekend, celebrating her. And this week is a busy week with soccer again all summer. My oldest will be playing soccer, and then my youngest, it's show week for him, so he started those rehearsals, like those full dress rehearsals, on Sunday, and he'll go all week, and his shows start on Thursday, so can't wait to see him back on stage. It's like his home. He just comes alive, and he's not like I wouldn't say he's an introvert, but he is more shy at times. But when he gets around his acting friends and he's on stage, he's just like a completely different little human being. It's so awesome. I love it. And he just is so brave. Like, I remember growing up and being so scared to put myself out there. And he just does it. He could care less what people think, which I love. I'm like, can I be more like you, buddy? Like, you're the coolest. That you just show up as you are in every environment. You don't change. And it's so inspiring. And can you teach other adults how to do the same thing? So, all right. What do we think about this background, guys? I feel like there are parts that are lighter. We might have to do something else, but we're going to pause. We've given this poor little page a lot to handle. Okay. And there is some bleed through, but again, if I did a blue water background, you're not going to see that. And I don't even know if I'll color this page, to be honest with you. So I really want to play with my oil pastels. So I kind of have started playing with the oil pastels in my Let Your Light Shine videos, which are my mindful art journaling time. And I'm loving them, but I haven't used them on too many coloring pages. I used them in my Dr. Seuss book, and then I feel like there was another book recently that I maybe had done something with, but I can't remember right now. But yeah, so I'm trying to decide what color. If we should do the shell some different colors. I think all of these should be different colors. So maybe we should start with those. And maybe I will use some orange on this. I can even put oil pastels out here once this paper dries a little bit more. But let's just go with all these little swirls here. Maybe doing them different colors. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Okay, so I'm going to start with, what color is this? Neon pink, fluorescent pink. Let's just try and see. I probably need one of my little tools. Let me see. I'm going to have to grab one of those. Hold on a second. Okay, so I'm just going to use one of these little oil pastel tools to help kind of blend this in. I don't feel like these are, is it the Mungo? Is that what I have? Yeah, the Mungo Gallery oil pastels are what I have. These are Arteco. I don't think that these are as user-friendly or nice, but we'll see. We'll see how it works out. really just like to use my finger, but I don't think I'm going to have as much control over these little swirly spaces. So I'm probably going to have to use the tool. Yeah, these definitely don't blend out as nice as the Mungo. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, Ashley just made up a new word. And I feel like it's kind of getting a little mucky. And again, guys, I am new to oil pastels. So if you came here to find like expert knowledge on how to use them, sorry, I might not be your girl right now yet. But we are sure going to have fun playing with them and seeing what we can do. I think they're so hard too, since I don't understand why they don't have a point. Can somebody tell me that? Why do they not come with a point? So it's easier to use. Why are they just like a fat little flat nib? Okay, I'm gonna try this other side. Nope, that's just scratching it off. Never mind. I also don't know if I can go on top of them with anything. We'll have to see. I mean, probably acrylic markers, because I feel like you can go on top of anything with acrylic markers. Okay. I'm debating about doing the shell yellow, so maybe I'll try to keep this little swirl farther away. Now this one is going down a lot differently than the pink and the purple one. It feels a lot smoother. Maybe it's this tool that's making it. I don't think the black would be coming off on it, but... Oh, it could also be the ink from the paper, guys. That might be what's happening. There might be a chemical reaction happening. You can see how it's like getting a little bit more mucky down by the black lines. Try a green one here. I did a neon flower page a while back, and it was so fun because I did it and then put it in a black light. It was in Maria Trolle's, well, one of her coloring books. I don't really remember right now. I think I have a short that shows it glowing. And that was super fun. So maybe I'll have to see if we can get this one to glow when we're all done. Now the rhinestones won't glow because they're not neon. But we'll see what happens. I actually have never tried to make rhinestones glow in the black light on a coloring book. So that would be a new discovery. Do you guys have neon, like favorite neon products? What are your go-to neon supplies? What supplies do I not have that are neon worthy? I believe Prisma has like a full set of neons, if I'm not mistaken, that I've seen on other people's videos. But I kind of thought that with the pastels too, and then I got like a 6 count pastel set of Prismacolors, and they're not the same artist grade as my Prismacolors. So I don't know if they have the fluorescent set, what artist level, I guess you would say they are. So if you're looking for an oil pastel that like blends out really nice and, you know, like is really workable and flexible and pliable on your page and stuff. The Mungo ones, let me show them to you. These are my favorite so far. And even after using these at Arteco, like you can't, like they're just so, and again, I haven't used these a ton, guys. I've been using them in a couple coloring picks and then on my weekly Let Your Light Shine videos. If you want to go check out me using them in there, you can see that. But I literally can just like put them on the page and with my finger just move it around, and they are so blendable and creamy and awesome. So these do not perform in the same way as those at all. But again, if you're just wanting to have fun and try out something new and have some fun neon supplies, they're great. So I think a lot of it just depends on what you're wanting them for. Now this color is blending out beautifully and feels so smooth. So I don't get it. I don't understand. Like this one and the yellow so far have been like, that was seamless. That felt like a Mungo. Again, probably saying that name wrong. Forgive me if I am. You can put a little pronunciation key for me in the comments. My family is always making fun of me, you guys, which this is hilarious. Okay, and now I'm going to say this and you guys are going to like make fun of me forever. But this is how authentic and real I just want to be with you guys. So my whole life, I have like destroyed words. I just can't pronounce them correctly, or I'm using them wrong or whatever. But my family has teased me my whole life for how I say the word, and I'm going to try really hard. Channel. So I have a YouTube channel because they say I say channel. And so when I told them that I was going to do this, and I was like, I'm going to have a YouTube channel, they're like, you're going to have a YouTube channel? What's a YouTube channel? So, like I said, you now are going to hear me say it every single time, and you're going to laugh. And that's okay, because I can laugh at myself, because it is kind of funny. But they just think that they are hilarious when they tease their girl. All right, I am going to throw some orange on here, even though we didn't on the background, because this is actually neon versus the marker that I had. I felt was a little bit more just orange and not neon orange. But yeah, so they're always giving me a hard time about what I'm saying. So every time I'm on here and I'm like, welcome to my channel, I have to like really think about it. But I know there's times that I'm totally destroying the word and not getting it right. But what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna be who I am. That's all I can be. Because if I'm not, then it's a lot of energy trying to be somebody else. And I just don't have time for that. No way. No way, Jose. Okay, this one is not very friendly. It's being stubborn. It doesn't want to move. Okay. Just have a couple more. I think I want to do another purple one, but maybe we do this violet purple. I do like the variety of colors that this Arteco, you can just tell when you're putting them down that they're just kind of a little scratchy, but you're getting what you pay for. I think that these were very inexpensive. The Mungo are a little bit pricier. And I think I've heard Colored by Maya talk about that they make like a really nice box set, but she's always told her community not to get that. That like the 72 set is just enough and what you need. And so I appreciated that because I think it was like double the price to get the box set that came with a few more colors. And again, haven't been using them for a super long time, but I haven't been like, oh my gosh, I don't have this color or I need this color or anything yet. So, and I figured if Maya's saying not to do it, it probably is right because I think she is like brilliant. She is such an amazing creative person. And I'm pretty sure that if you're here, you know who Color by Maya is. But if for the odd reason that you have landed on my channel before her channel, then you should go check her out. Because like I said, she is absolutely incredible. There are really just so many wonderful creators in this coloring community, or color tube, as they say. It's just so fun to be part of a creative, talented, brilliant community that just inspires me every single day. It's like the best hobby ever, to be with inspiring women, not only that have their own channels, but women who are part of the communities. So all of you. All right. I think for time's sake, guys, I'm going to have to stop there. So I don't know if I should keep working on this off camera and then just give you a picture. I feel bad because I really want to do these rhinestones. Maybe I'll film the rhinestone part and even just do a separate video of that, because I want to make sure that I put that up. And then I have to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some edging here, I think, with some of the oil pastels too. I also notice I missed these little spaces in here. So I'll probably take the Crayola Super tips and get in those little spots and do some of this blocky coloring as well. I still want to play with this method. I think that it's fun and it's really cool, but it doesn't look the same as Elm Colors. So Erica over at Elm Colors. Definitely check hers out. It was a seahorse page that she did in one of her weekly whips videos. But maybe I just need to go back and watch her and see exactly how she did it. And it could be the Camilo de Erica books. That paper in there just feels like it's like awesome for any medium. So that could be some of it. But yeah, I am so thankful that you joined me today for another weekly Whip Strokes of Sunshine video. I just want to again thank all of you so much for being here on this journey with me as I navigate this adventure, right? It's an adventure where I started at one point and the goal is to grow and learn and just gain these amazing friendships along the way. And I already feel like I have made some wonderful friendships and connections, and I'm just so grateful for that. So thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for being here. I would love to hear your feedback and your comments. So don't hesitate to reach out that way. Again, if you don't want to reach out in a public forum, completely understandable. My email is linked below, or you can message me on my Instagram. But I am sending you all of my love and sunshine. Bye for now.